So, we got some big news out of Warhammer 40k that I was meaning to get to. I was just like, I had other videos to do, but hey, better late than never. Although late in the terms of, hey, this just came out. So yeah, we basically got some news regarding the next stage of where we are in the 40k storyline, and it looks like the next big thing at the end of the 10th edition and moving on, I guess, to 11th. We are now moving into a big reintroduction of the Space Wolves. It all started with GW basically putting out these things for like Bjorn Heldenhammer and Fellhand, excuse me, and some other things regarding the Space Wolves. And it looks like we're going to be entering the Wolf Times. So the Wolf Time was basically something that will pertain to what this main thing of the video is, which would be the time when Leman Russ would return. And what's interesting is that the Wolf Times don't look like they're going to be Chaos-centric, thank God. They're going to be Orc-centric. So, yeah, it's kind of just nice to see that it really is nice to see something other than Chaos be a big threat in the universe. I know I would love nothing more than to have a big Necron story, but I can't have that, apparently, as a big Necron fan. So, but it is cool to see. It looks like, you know, Gazgathol might be launching the biggest WoG of all time, and the Space Wolves are going to play a major role in where this story is going to go. I'm really excited to see where this storyline goes. Even though, I gotta be honest, guys, I never cared much for the Space Wolves. I know. If the Space Wolves are your favorite, and I know the Space Wolves in general are one of the, like, when it comes to Space Marines, everyone's like, oh yeah, Space Wolves, Space Vikings, yeah. But I'm just kind of like, eh. And it's weird too, because I really like Viking stuff, but when I look at, you know, the Space Wolves and Leman Russ and everything else, I'm just kind of like, eh. It's weird. But yeah, the Space Wolves have kind of been on the back burner, much like every other Space Marine chapter that isn't the Dark Angels or the Ultramarines, or the Blood Angels. It basically is going to be cool to see the Space Wolves get an upgrade, and it could be the return of the Wolf King himself, Leman Russ. Now, I think we can all agree that we all kind of saw this coming, right? Like, we all saw the possibility of Leman Russ being the next Primarch to return. In fact, when I did a video not too long ago talking about, like, how, like, which Primarch should return and how, I did that video months ago, I talked about, like, you know, it's probably gonna be Leman. Right? It's probably gonna be Leman Russ. And everyone agreed with me on that, even though I was hoping for, like, something a more interesting pick, like Corvus Corax, or, you know, Vulcan. Or, you know, just because the White Scars have been completely thrown under the bus lately, how about Jagatai? You know, Jagatai Khan would have been cool. But I think we all kind of figured it was gonna be Leman, you know, because everyone loves them Space Vikings. And not to say I don't hate Leman Russ, I just kind of am like, eh on him. I'm very eh on the Space Wolves and their Primarch on a whole. The one thing I will say is that what I hope they do to make it the Wolf King's return, you know, possible return, interesting, is that one of two things happen. Like what they did with the Lion, where the Lion got really deep and introspective about, oh man, I was a shitbag during the Horus Heresy, and he started to, like, rebuild his, you know, the Dark Angels, and started to, like, forgive them, and also, like, get deep and introspective about himself. And that really added to a lot of his character. Leman, I'm wondering if that's going to be the same case too, because, you know, he really got gung-ho in, you know, destroying Prospero. So I can only imagine what if Leman returns and Magnus finds out, that's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun brotherly reunion. So, and I'm sure the Thousand Sons on a whole will be like, that motherfucker's back! He burned our house! Fuck him! So yeah. The other thing is that it would, and this might be a little heretical, for just to get a little Warhammer fan favorite in here. One of the things I kind of hope would be kind of cool is to see, like, Leman Russ falling to, like, he vanished and said he would return during the Wolf Time, which sounds like that's what we're building towards. And in here, it does look like the the wolf times are going to be, like, as they're hinted, again, could be, but it's all been hinted at that it's going to be the orcs, so it's just going to be the War of the Beast 2.0. Leman Russ coming back, it could be interesting if they do, like, maybe have him succumb to the same kind of genetic defect, the wolf kind of genetic defect that we saw with most of the space wolves, where they turn kind of feral. So it'd be kind of cool to see, like, maybe they could do that to make it interesting. Like, Leman Russ is back, but now he's just a giant fucking wolf, like his home, like the namesake of his homeworld, Fenrir. I think that would be a way to take it, is like, oh yeah, the Primarch's back, but he came back not in the way you were expecting. So, I think that would be a fun way to play with it. Leman Russ, on a whole, I do hope they get a little more introspective with him, rather than just be like, I'm back, brothers! Give me some mead! Ha ha ha! More be like, man, we were fucked up, and we really did some dumb shit during the Horus Heresy. It also makes me wonder, if he comes back, is he going to run into Lion, or is he going to run into Rabute first? And where in the galaxy? Because remember, as of right now, Rabute and Lion have not run into each other yet. They're separated across the galaxy. So, it depends on where Leman is, in which side of the galaxy, the Imperial or the Imperial Nihilists. I kind of hope he runs into Lion first, because, ooh, those two have got a lot to catch up on, and they didn't if you thought, you know, Magnus and Leman didn't get along, just wait till you see all, like, if those two brothers came back. Like, it would be like that meme of Lion! No, it would be like, Leman! Lion! Leman? Lion? Leman! Oh, sugar honey iced tea! Oh, I just did the Madagascar meme on a whole. You're all welcome. Sorry, not sorry. So yeah, is the Wolf King returning with all the upgrades to the Space Wolves? Yeah, it looks like it's all pointing to the return of the Wolf King. I can't wait to read that novel. Hey, it's not like, you know, Vulcan, my favorite Primarch, is still out there. Hashtag Vulcan lives. But yeah, I just kind of am like, really? Leman's the next one we're going with? I mean, I know the Space Wolves needed an upgrade, but Jesus. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, are you guys excited at the idea of Leman Russ coming back? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? And which Primarch would you prefer to come back? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.